What's going on, guys? Welcome back to WWE Network and Show, where I, Graham G. Matthews, break down all the original content they watch on the WWE Network and on Peacock. And today we're talking the September 24th, 2022 edition of the SmackDown LowDown. Jackie Redmond, Matt Camp in the studio, joined by, unfortunately, Jerry Lawler. And we also had Sarah Schreiber doing the interviews backstage. So to open up the episode, they run down the biggest headlines from Friday's SmackDown, which overall, as I discussed in a previous video, was I thought, a very good show overall. They recap the Liv Morgan-Lacey Evans match that was won by Liv Morgan. We hear from Liv Morgan backstage with, I keep saying Sarah Schreiber. I mix the two up all the time. It's the alliteration, I swear. It was Megan Moran. I apologize. Liv tells Megan that, basically in so many words, she made sure Evans respects her after what she put her through on SmackDown, and she's going to ensure that Ronda Rousey respects her as well. So that was pretty much it. That was the whole message they were trying to send, with Liv getting extreme with Lacey and attacking her after the match. Not exactly a babyface thing to do, but two things. One, they're setting up an Extreme Rules match, so she has to show some sort of an edge. And two, she might be turning heel anyway. I don't like with Liv, and I think her promos have improved a lot in the last year or two. What I don't like with Liv is that it feels like she puts on a voice sometimes, and it's just phony, and it's cringy, and it's just talk naturally, and I feel like it would be better. Maybe her natural voice doesn't work for a more aggressive character like this, but it's just not ideal. But, I thought here her promo was fine. Jerry Lawler says that Morgan is getting better and better and is ready for Extreme Rules. Matt Camp says that Morgan needs to believe in herself, which she already does, but needs to do more of it come Extreme Rules if she wants to have a fighting chance against Ronda Rousey. And Jerry Lawler says that he feels it's Liv Morgan's time right now. He's the biggest Liv Morgan fan, and considering that she's blonde and that she's one-third of his age, that seems to check out. They replay the Drew McIntyre carrying Cross segment, where Cross was challenged to a strap match by McIntyre at Extreme Rules. They botched the fucking fireball. They played off of it, whatever. Matt Camp says that McIntyre realizes that he has to take it to another level by challenging Cross not only to a match at the pay-per-view, but to a strap match to really put this to an end once and for all. They replay the Hit Row Los Lotharios brawl backstage. Hit Row in their quick interview, this was probably literally 20, 30 seconds max. Top Dollar, Shanta Adonis, B-Fab, they threaten the Lotharios in Spanish ahead of their tag team match next week. And it's not like they were just speaking como se, I know a little bit of Spanish. I did it for fucking 6 years between middle and high school. Middle school and high school, I completely forgot. Most of it because I haven't done it since. They weren't being just speaking Spanish just because, which I thought would be wrong. But it seems like all three of them actually know how to speak Spanish, or at least Top Dollar and B-Fab do, which is appreciated. They replay the Bloodline segment that started the show with Sammy, Roman, the rest of the Bloodline, which was tremendous television. I talked about it in my SmackDown audio review. The best part of the entire show by far. Matt Camp says he did not believe Roman Reigns at first, and I don't think any of us did. We all thought that the split was happening right then and there, and they kind of swerved us by having them stick together instead. Fantastic stuff. They replayed the final few moments of the Usos Brawling Brutes match that saw the Usos successfully retain the WWE Tag Team titles. We hear from Sami Zayn, far and away what I was looking forward to the most about this episode of SmackDown LowDown. Easily the only thing you need to go out of your way to watch from this episode. The Morgan interview and the Hit Row interviews were literally 30, 60 seconds max. Zayn got at least 2.5 minutes. He talked for a while. He talked about how elated he was to be out there getting a new shirt from Roman. The fans, he's he doesn't care about you. He says the fans don't have a concept of what the Bloodline is all about and the respect they have for him. And he respects Roman Reigns. He acknowledges Roman Reigns. He acknowledges his tribal chief. He says that Roman Reigns is carrying the industry right now. And then he talks about how, he may not be Samoan, he may not be a part of the technical bloodline, but he goes, what are you, Megan? What are you? What are you, white? She goes, I'm Irish. She goes, well, listen, I'm Arab. And I feel like there's some synergy between the Arabs and the Samoans. I fucking died. That was such a fantastic line. Sammy's amazing. He goes, I know they're going to have my back. And he tells multiple times throughout this interview the stagehands in the background, to be quiet. He's fucking yelling at them. I don't hear what noise they're making, but he's constantly yelling at them, which is hysterical. As far as next week, when he teams with Solo Sikoa against Ricochet and Madcap Moss, he says Solo is going to take care of him, and they're going to take care of them, and they're going to win that match next week. Phenomenal stuff. Fucking Jerry Lawler, who just needs to go away forever on these shows. says that the Bloodline looks at Sami Zayn as a waste of skin, and what's going on with Sami there is setting him up for a complete catastrophe. And then Jerry Lawler shuts down Logan Paul's chances of beating Roman Reigns for the Undisputed title at Crown Jewel. Then they talk a little bit more about Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul, the pay-per-view, and that was about it. So that was the SmackDown Lowdown in a nutshell. Like I said, fuck everything else. Who cares about the analysis from Camp and Redmond? Jerry Lawler can just get the fuck out of here. He's a complete waste on these shows. Sami Zayn made this episode specifically worth watching. The Morgan interview, the Hit Row interviews, completely skippable. Check out the Sami Zayn interview from this show. I think they have it in its entirety on the WWE YouTube channel. They usually put up the interviews on this show exclusively on the YouTube channel, so you don't have to watch the other bullshit like I do. I just watch it to kind of recap what I can, because sometimes there are some news and notes coming out of these shows that I watch and review, whatever. I've also started reviewing them, and I can't really, to me, I don't stop reviewing stuff out of nowhere. So anyway, check out the Sami Zayn portion of this episode. It was fantastic and adds on to the excellence he already did on SmackDown on Friday. That was the SmackDown Lowdown for September 23rd, 2022. Thank you guys for checking out the video. As always, I appreciate it. Be sure to like the video, drop a comment, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. And we'll catch you right back here tomorrow for more videos here on the channel. We're having a lot of content going up right now here on the channel, so if you haven't already, subscribe and never miss an episode as they drop daily here on the channel. Have an awesome one, guys. I'm Graham G.S. Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.